purse and all that you will get from me.
That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank, trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, Loquacious Letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and...
The Rebar Killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? Oh, I got that off Nico so I could listen out for the sonic grid. Never had worked.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out. Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and dead. Seattle...
The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
How's it hanging, Harry?
So good.
Give me
a sip.
Tangy. Stay
Lemonade, lemonade.
Any news, Detective?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona. From the letter,
Well, I did say, being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're going to tell me I wrote the letter myself...
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up... Oh, God. I didn't text any of the girls to let him... Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
I need you here, Miss Verona. You never know when a killer might strike. Professional officers, though, of course, they are professionally. Oh,
Well, all right.
so I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely be strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding...
Why, Detective? Do I look like a... Let me think. I guess we started off the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeat.
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
I figured I needed my strength for other things. I didn't think that would help.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh?
Anything that screams being Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
Ha! If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. I should get to it.
Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Cops think they own the place. Food, drink, whatever you can spare, please.
Someone must have smuggled this in.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the...
I was wondering, you ever hear of...
Long before my time.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well...
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few...
The Macomb killing last week. Rebar, a missing head.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. What?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he...
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we... So go tell him.
Tell Campbell.
Yeah, this turns out to be something, I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I thought maybe...
Your evidence, 20 pages on the goddamn sonic grid, it's in the trash, along with your bean Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for...
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of...
One more goddamn word and I'll staple your lips shut.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on me. Would you share a drop?
It's the act, friend Fabian, that makes a relationship real. So act.
That's better by a country mile. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back.
You can heal the ghosts, my man.
Fabian, you old bloodhound.
It's an investigation, Silk.
Is it? Official? You mean...
There was a girl, last night. Here with...
Listen, my friend. All sorts of people pass through. I mean, is this
She's in danger, Silky. She got a death.
a normal Seattle night, then? But this is the...
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here?
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you take because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe, but no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless...
I know it, I respect it, but this...
Sure. I don't have anything else to...
Answers lie in the leg... Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar. The white one and the red.
Verona remembered.
Jesus, it's cold tonight.
I moved to Seattle to get away from everyone. Daddy's right. It's hard to be a Jew. Be released from your daily toil. Accept the kindness.
Good evening to you, Patrick.
Uh-oh.
No. I need your memory. In particular, the...
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked up.
Did you notice if she had...
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. You need anything else, or can I get back?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Something else?
No, thank you, Miss...
Verona said she'd been...
Something else?
No, thank you.
What I'd give for a bed. Our city is wounded, but this earthly state is a distraction.
The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s.
Do you have business?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can...
I don't know much about birds of prey, but the...
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some... The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her.
Did you hear what they were...
It is not my place to eat. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona...
Ouch. Anything strike...
No more than usual, sir.
I'm sorry to hear that. I better be going.
May you find...
Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked a big party back in the day. In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked.
Ben...
I know you struggle. I know you hurt. I know you are...
Food, drink, whatever you can spare, please.
How long does it remember? Can't believe she ditched me. He's right. Hard to be a Jew. Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell her how I really feel.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb. And not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What do you want? What is wrong with you?
Not the best conversationalist. I didn't see the need. Oh, that would have just brought me trouble. I didn't see the point in confusing things.
Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have...
What is it this time?
Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have to face the man himself.
To find a better spot.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What is it this time? What is wrong with you?
I thought I was on the right lines already. Not the best conversation. I didn't think, oh, that would have just brought me trouble. Nope, had nothing to say. I figured, yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
What now?
Wasn't gonna speak to me. Not the best conversation. I didn't see the... oh, that would have just brought me trouble. Beer.
What I give for Ben.
I need a raise. I deserve one.
Wish I had a bigger
Snow Knight. I'm so bored. Oh, this place is a dump. Should have never left LA.
Spare a dollar? Really appreciate some help. Miracle if I don't freeze to death. Snow Knight.
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quiet.
Big party, huh?
There was this one guy hanging out. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real, and boss called me for backup, but...
Thanks. That's useful.
Get what you need?
I want to check up.
Yeah, sure.
The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably as old. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. Blip, bloop, bleep, bloop, plop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Oh, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Weston reconstruction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
I headed down.
When am I supposed to get plants?
There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on.
The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower. So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up.
I didn't think that was worth the... I thought I was on the... I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move. I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home. I headed down to the old... I went...
Hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, That is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
I had a question to ask.